That seems a little bit better. Welcome back to the Tops, ladies and gentlemen. The show that only seems to get better in views every single time. I'm genuinely shocked on how that's actually doing. So welcome back. Yes, we have a new microphone. Why? Because I can't be fucked to try and set up the Yeti again. The Yeti thing again. Because honestly, this shit just get cut now. We're going to do what we do every episode so far. And this is only episode 3. We're going to break down what happened in my first episode. But if you're here just for what I said in the title, jump to this cut here. That's basically where the shit show starts. Now, episode 1, episode 2 highlights. Audio was still good. That's about it. Camera work was fucking shoddy. It seems that Premiere Pro, the editing program I use, doesn't like being filmed off Samsungs. The actual footage I use off my phone, that I can see on my phone, looks fan-fucking-tastic. Put it into Premiere, it's like, hey, bright-ass Joker. So I'm hoping I've done enough tweaking in the brightness that this one doesn't make me look like Fallout New Vegas. Although I do like that aesthetic and it does go with the Tops theme, it's not what we're going for here today. And if you haven't noticed, every time I'm moving the mic around, it actually doesn't do anything. Well, I'll give you a hint. Behind the scenes, this mic isn't plugged in. I am just that autistic that I just feel the need to hold something and keep doing this. Welcome to the Autistic Podcast, The Tops. All right, now let's jump in to what everyone's been talking about lately and seems to be all over, and it's the top topicals. I'm going to keep saying top. And if this becomes a drinking game, drink every time we say top. It's going to be like that episode of How I Met Your Mother where they figured out, well, tops. I'm just drinking an energy drink. I don't know why I put my mic. I realized this card isn't plugged in, and yet I still went. So, listen here. Still plugged in. So, I've watched season 3 of Squid Game. I have what no one else is saying. All your titles you'll see all over YouTube and Twitter is shit, and you have one controversial person who thinks it's a controversial opinion. Oh, I think it's pretty good. You're a fucking idiot. But I sat down, I streamed all of season 3 yesterday. So 6 episodes. There are 6 episodes. So I spent 6 hours of my life breaking this shit down. What I've come to the conclusion of is that season 3 is for the bingers. It's not in most shows it takes a year off. You can just slide back in. They do that little soft entry. It's a soft, you're going in soft. It's not what normal people want. It's not what you want in general. You don't want to be going in soft. But for TV, you want to go in soft. Just hey, let's gentle this out. It's a bit of foreplay. The first episode always has to be a bit of foreplay. It's, hey, remember this? Hey, yeah, this is a good feeling. Then episode 2, you jump straight into it. Now you're all caught up. Like, fucking do this. Not Squid Game. Squid Game does not fuck around. Season 2, there was a bit of softies, like, oh, hey. Remember, he's on a plane. Yep. And that's all you need to know. Essentially, all you needed to know for season 2 was, hey, remember he won? Yeah, he's getting on a plane. All right, you're all caught up. Oh, yeah, there's a detective side piece thing going on, but who really gave a shit? And the Doctors Without Borders thing did fuck all anyway, so who gives a shit? But season 3, I'm going to break down each episode to its highlights and lowlights and then give it its conclusion. All right. Starting with big fucking spoiler warning. I say it now. Huge fucking spoiler warning. We'll be talking about this for maybe half an hour, 15 minutes because I realize I actually need to do something. I need to produce something. I've also have big regrets because I wrote all my notes on my phone and I'm using my phone to record. I might have to do a bit of editing. We might be a couple jump cuts. First ever jump cut. Woohoo! Episode, I'm still doing the mic thing. Woohoo! Autistic me is what the? I am autistic. I'm holding them. I'll just put it down and but listen. To aesthetic. I think I should plug it in. Anyway, Squid Game. Wow, this is one of the most autistic Tops podcasts there is. All right, episode 1. I want to preface this. I'm not in it for the acting. The acting is not. I'm not in it for that. I watched dubbed. I know. Controversial opinion. I watch dubbed because when I'm watching, I have a child, and when I'm watching something, I can't pause it to stop and read. When you yourself, if you have a 2-year-old, you're not fucking pausing every 15 minutes to read. So I don't enough reading all these mangas here, and I gotta stop them, tend to child. Love my child, I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but that's the sacrifice you make for reading. I'm watching TV, bruh. Give me the dubbed. I want the dubbed. And the dubbed, okay. It was pretty bad in season 1. Season 2 or 3, they picked that shit up. So I don't mind that. Shit's up, it's alright. The first episode, very fucking good. Like I said, it's for the binges, but it's very fucking good. It's straight into it. It is essentially starts where you left off. He's in it. That's it. They put him in a box, ship him straight back into the fucking games. Everyone's like, well, what happened? Fuck all, man. But one of them betrayed, and that was about it. Essentially, nothing really changed. Maybe your favorites died. Maybe they didn't. There's a subplot with a father, and I did not pay attention to that. I didn't give a fuck about that because, to be honest, I'm watching Squid Game. Shocker here for the fucking games. I don't give a fuck about the side plot. The cop is still there's a third fucking plot line going on. The detective is still looking for the fucking island. Remember him? Still looking for the island. Alright, and that pretty much ends his saga in episode one. But anyway, they go to a vote. They all vote no. That was still pretty cool. I do like the voting system that is happening. That is still very democratic. And that plays a fucking huge part in the last episode. I love that they keep doing that. It's like democratic voting. Except in another part of Korea, there ain't no it ain't very democratic. And I ain't touching that, but it's not top. Anyway, the voting, they pass, they get into the games. The first game that is done is Knife and Shield. And to be honest, Knife and Shield, hide and seek, whatever you want to call it, is a fucking fantastic game. But in them walking to the game, they do that thing, they walk to every section. It is fucking brilliant when they're sitting there walking and they see all the dead bodies being hung of all the people that were killed during the fucking revolution. That is fucking cool. That is fucking diabolical. I'm in on that. That is fucking cool shit. The idea is hide and seek is with knife and key. So blue players get a key and that unlocks doors, but the doors cannot be relocked once they are opened. They have a couple minutes to get in, hide, or find the exit. This is pretty cool. They all decide to work in teams, but before they get to that, they have the choice. As long as both parties agree, you can swap, which still makes the games fair and equitable, which is sort of the idea of the whole thing. Everything is on playing level. This goes to shit in the final 2 episodes, but we'll get to that. Again, more foreshadowing. They keep talking about this. All is fair. All is fair. It's not. But anyway, they get to it. The blades actually look really cool. I'll give it this. The blades look fucking awesome. They are legend. It gave real Legends of Zelda vibes, and I was all for it until I realized in about a month or two's time, these things will be on Temu for $5 a piece. Or you can go to those shady fucking websites where you can get an actual knife that looks like that for double the price. So $5 on Temu, $15. But that was really cool, and it really reminded me of when I was in high school and CSGO knives or CSGO gambling and the knives were that big. Me and a bunch of mates trying to order knives off like a real shady market place in the middle of math class. Let's order some knives, boys. And then they would just never show up. I think I ordered a knife once, one of them cool knives, and it just ended up being a spade. An actual spade. Sure, I could have sharpened it myself, but it was shit steel. It it was horrible. But anyway, the knives look cool, and then the contestants start. And the nursery rhymes. They still do the nursery rhymes for every game. I love it. It tickles my horror movie T-bone, fucking tailbone, ticklebone, G-spot, whatever you want to call it. It tickles it. As soon as I hear those little creepy nursery rhymes, I'm like, ooh, oh damn. It's just, whoa, creepy, still within, I don't know what it sounds like in Korean, but in English, it still sounds amazing and fucked up and scary. And that's pretty much how it ends. They start, some of them team up, some don't. 1-2-1, Thanos' friend or whatever. I wrote in my notes here, I'm convinced he's gay. He came across a little gay. Not that there's anything wrong with that. But I couldn't tell if it was the drugs he was on or because he was just gay. But he was teaming up with the pregnant woman's partner. I don't have numbers and names. We're not here for that. This isn't the professional letdown. This is just my highlights and lowlights. Episode 2, 4, 5, 6, let's fucking go. He just bloodlust. He sees red because one of the boys there was meant to protect and help because he served in an army but didn't. And he's out for blood because without that guy doing his job, his best friend would have died. So that was always pretty cool. They do a Thanos joke. Yeah, like, haha, let's wipe out half the competition, haha. And he actually says, I'm Thanos, let's wipe half them out. Fucking cringe. I remember in the second season, the Thanos jokes was still cringe. This is opinion of mine. The Mystic bitch can fuck right off. I didn't like her in season 2. I didn't care for her then. I don't fucking care for her now. She's more annoying somehow. I didn't touch on this, but in the first episode, she gets choked out by 456 because he gets sent back. He's in shell shock because of all the shit he's seen in the last 3 years. And now he's fucked. He's in shell shock. And she decides, hey, it's your fault. You're a fucking dickhead. It's your fault. Shell shock. It kicked in. He fucking strangled her. Didn't kill her because they stopped him. No. This is not fair. That was borderline bullshit, but I wanted her to cork it. With the doors, each person got a key, as I explained, but every key is different. That's actually seems weird, but it's in that point of the spirit of the games where these are kids' games and all kids stick together as kids, the gangs. It's really got that, each game I've seen so far, everyone teaming up. It's given those, like, 80s movies. Remember those movies in the, like, 80s and somewhat of the 90s where all the kids, they just had to group up. Similar to, actually, It would be your best example now. Just a bunch of people and they have to work together, overcome their differences. It was really giving that sort of vibe, and I was fucking digging it. I was really getting into it. But all the different keys have different shapes. The shapes of the Squid games, of course, triangle, square, and circle. And each door has a different one, so that you sort of have to work together or don't have to work together, but eventually you have to work together. I just have a note here that just says, nope, he's still soft. I don't know what that means. So we're going to move on from that note that I've written. Oh, the fighting scenes. So they aren't just like fighting scenes. They are Fast and Furious level fighting scenes. These things are fucking amazing. So I did write it down. What is the number? What is her number? Fuck. I wish I wrote it down. All I got was Big L. Oh, 120. Number 120, the trans woman. The amazing choreography, the fight scene she was doing was fucking amazing. I love that. It was amazing fight scenes. It was Fast and Furious shit. Like Fast and Furious level fight scenes that were in it. I was all for it. It was brilliant. Thanos and the pregnant woman's partner. I don't have the numbers written down or the people's names because after a while, sounds like I'm ordering Chinese soup. Hong Sui and Bong Sui and Ching Chai, and I think they have Actually, I did have write a note down. It just says hangover soup. I want to try that. Apparently, it's good. So, Thanos' friend and this other guy, they team up because they realize, well, if we work together, we can take people down and stick together. Cool beans. Not a bad system. Until they realize, till he clues in, this guy's actually pretty smart. I'll give him his due. He's really smart in his plays here because he determines that, well, I got to stick with someone because the person I want to be with doesn't want to fucking borrow me. And everyone else, I don't know, fucking hates me. I don't know how it really works. But they end up working with Thanos' friend and they realize, well, if you kill him, what's to say you're not going to kill me? So they end up doing double kills together, killing one person twice. It dawns on them when they didn't hear their number called out. They went, hey, because Thanos' friend's drug fucked, he's popping that many pills, he's realized, wait, one between us only counts as half a kill. We need to kill one more person together to be a double kill, for it to be a kill. That, as a game, as a person that made the games, that is a fucking W. To have that, you thought? I would be very disappointed. I would have been very disappointed if only one of them got it. It would have made a situation unnecessary. But the fact that we went with the two of them killed at the same time only counts as half, that's a W. That's another W for this game. This game is nothing but fucking W's. I still hate Double 4 because she's scamming people. She's going around the whole maze with a bunch of cultists behind her going, yeah, there's some Professor Xavier says, yeah, I feel like in this direction. We're going this way. One of them calls her and goes, hey, this looks the same as the last. And she goes, shut your mouth if you are not a believer. I am a believer. And then she scams her way into it. She then opens a door, opens it, closes it, goes to another door, and then all these cunts just get killed. And I'm like, wait, why? I mean, they were NPCs at the best, but they did not deserve to be killed because of her negligence. It was bullshit. And then I was really pissed off because I was upset she found the exit first. That was bullshit. But then she got scammed because you need 3 keys to get to the exit point. When she realized she killed all her friends, she's like, oh, fuckery, what have I done? But her plan is to then go find the keys, and she starts leaving blood marks, blood trails on the wall to symbolize where she was going, which I thought was pretty smart and pretty cool. Oh, number 100, the old man. He pulled some Hunger Games shit. He realized he was the only one left out of his tribe because the rest of them died or fucking hate him. So he covered himself in blood and just hid. That is a fucking play. There's some Hunger Games playing shit, and I don't know why more people didn't do it, but he was a rat, as I've said before. The pregnant woman actually gives birth. That was something I was anticipating in the second season to happen. Or I thought she was going to die on this real emotional thing. But she has the baby, and the baby lives, and so does she. But it comes that conundrum of, well, what happens to the baby now? Dun 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 dun. The trans woman does more fighting. Fights things to try and check the baby. She then finds the exit in her scuffle after killing a guy. She finds the exit, realizes there's 3 keys. She has 3 keys. She goes to open the door to leave, but then doesn't. And in the midst of this, she opens the door, and there's clearly 2 exits from what I've seen. There were 2 exits. She found one, someone found the other. The mystic found the other one. But she opens the door, and there's this big light, like she saw Jesus. It's really weird. They don't show it. And I saw Charlie's video after I finished watching it because I wanted to get his take on it because his video went, it's shit. This all was, it was shit. And the Pirates didn't come on, it was shit. And a lot of people have had that. For honestly, no one talks about that. They don't talk about the fact that this door opens a glowing room and everyone's just like, wow. And that was it. They don't show it. It doesn't go anywhere. It feels like the ending to Bioshock. It was just rushed. But, like, we're in episode 2. What the fuck are you rushing? You could have made this 10 episodes and people would have lapped it up. But once the trans woman then opens it, realized, wait, I'm going to go back for my friends, the granny, and the now not pregnant woman and the kid. And by the way, the pregnant woman busted her ankle. She goes over the door, she says, I found the door, and then she is stabbed. And they thought, we can't find out it was the boyfriend who stabbed her. Big revolutionary shot that was, and a well-scripted, well-written scene that one is, by the way. He then finds her and the baby and the gran, says nothing because he promised beforehand he was going to save her, and goes, oh, not for me. The Thanos friend then goes, in there, bro. And he goes, nope, not there. Closes the door and walks away. Gran then mourns, does a restitution departure, and then goes, hey, we need to get the fuck out of here. Let's go. The exit can't be far. They followed the blood trail. By the way, pregnant Korean women are built different. This bitch broke her ankle, gave birth, no drugs, all proper natural, and then gets up to still play the games. What? Korean women are built different. They're just built different. This bitch is awesome. She is just, I gave birth, spit on that. I'm from the bad part of Korea. I'm moving. I got shit to do. I think it was her. No, the woman from the other side of Korea is the one that has her own subplot, which I won't go into because, again, that plot, I'll get to that. Miguel for the Clover Boy, but still spared. I don't know. 44, the Mystic Woman gets scanned by number 100, the old man. They find each other. Oh, you have 2 keys. Let's go. They go to open the door, big mystic thing, and then he closes the door on her. And then there's a little kid. I don't want to say little kid. Little shy boy who watched his girlfriend, whatever, get killed in the second season. He now is on drugs. He then kills 44. And when I say he killed her, I was on the level of chicken jockey when I seen her die. I was on the level of seeing Captain America pick up Thor's hammer. I celebrated. 6 o'clock at night, sitting there. My son's watching fucking Paw Patrol in the other room. I see a bitch die. I'm like, yes! Let's fucking go! I celebrated, motherfucker. I jumped for joy. I did. You could say I was skipping. You could say I was jumping the rope. Anyway, then in the next game, yes, this was also what happened. The son and the grandma have a bicker because the son hadn't killed anyone and he doesn't have the heart to kill anyone. He then goes, I have to kill her so I can live, mum. He goes, no. She has to live. She's a fucking mum. Reasonable stance to have, by the way. Then she goes, sacrifice me. I'm old. He can't do that. He's like, no. I'm killing a mother, a fresh-born mother. The baby can live. How the baby's going to live in Squid Game is beyond me, but we'll get to that. She then just kills him and then cries, oh, no. Timer runs out. He didn't kill anyone. He then dies.
Yeah.
Episode 3 starts. Episode 3 starts really well and really psychopathic. This is where Squid Game turns into fucked up. The first 2 episodes are really good. 3, 4, 5, and 6 take some weird motherfucking turns. And when I say I've got my notes here and I get to see some of them, they take some weird motherfucking turns. It starts out with the rest of the crew killing the remainders, and then it turns out that those guys were the billionaires, the special guests, whatever you want to call them, the millionaires, billionaires. They're doing the killing. Because as part of the deal, they went, oh, why can't we do the killing? We're rich. And then do it. The main guy just lets him, oh, fuck him, yeah. Go ahead. Boss man just says, yep. Go killing spree. Which I thought was a really nice touch. I just think the first season for the guests was like, It was kind of, oh yeah, they're just pervs with gambling addictions. These guys actually have a lot of people, oh, hoity-toity, but at least they have a bit of personality in this one. Sure, it's only rich snob personality, but it's personality nonetheless that we've never had in really anyone else, comparatively. They do another vote. The old lady begs and pleads, saying, please, we have enough money now. Let's get the fuck out. There is a literal mother. She loses the vote, and it's never said, right? Never. The baby, at this point, is just, I don't want to say this, but it's an object. For it to be a person, it needs to be a player. All right? That's how I'm going to spit it. I do think the child is real. The child is a person. But for the purposes of the game, the child is not real. It's Thanos' necklace, mum's hairpin, the lighter, the pick, whatever you want to call it. They have another vote. The game goes on. I also found it weird they were eating potatoes. I remember in the first one, and maybe season 2, they had a lot better food. There were crackers and stuff. I don't remember them just giving them potatoes. Sort of felt weird. Anyway, hard cuts are now the detective side. I haven't really glanced over that too much. He thinks he has found part of an island, or one of the islands that he was on. He then talks to the captain. They go back to shore because they need to sort some shit out. That's it. One of the crew members, he dogs out because something's not right. I saw the captain being weird. I don't trust him. I'm going to go investigate his house. There's a CGI dog, and it looks CGI. If that dog is real, well, fuck it. We're living with what did Fallout 4 have? That was their big antagonist. Androids? Synths? We live with synths, because if that dog was real, we lived with synths. That was the most CGI. I've seen better dogs in Call of Duty Ghosts. I saw that dog looked bad. It didn't look real. I'm sorry, it didn't look real. It looked like the CGI baby from Twilight Dawn Part 2 or whatever. You know that meme took that baby? That's what it looked like. It looked fucked. Speaking of, the baby CGI in this looks really good. I'll give it that. It looks really good. Gran pleads with 456, like, please, you gotta do something, you gotta help us. She's convincing him it's not your fault. That turns his head a little bit, and then they wake next morning, Gran has hung herself. She's dead. She's out of the game. And then the hard cut to the next game, which, see what I did there before? It's jump rope. Actual jump rope. That's what I thought it was going to be. They all line up at a spot and they all do jump rope for, I want to say, at least 5-10 minutes. I thought that's what it was going to be, but they just crossed the bridge. Which still is a not bad concept. I would have loved a good jump rope, but jump rope wouldn't cross the bridge, adds a little bit of extra difficulty. Now, the difficulty for coming with 222, which is the pregnant woman, she has a busted ankle and can't jump. She also has a 1-day-old. That's fucked. 456 then joins up with her because it was Gran's last wishes. You have to help her, I have to help her. She's not convinced, but realizes she actually has no friends here. So she joins into the party, which was pretty cool in itself. Then it comes to the most fucked up thing I think I've ever witnessed in television. And I've seen some fucked up shit. I grew up in an age of the Pain Olympics, 2 Girls, 1 Cup, and all that shit. Man with a jar, yeah? I don't think this compares to some of the shit I heard. And what's been going on in the news recently with Diddy and that childcare worker, if you know, you know. I hate that saying. I'm sorry I did that. But if you do know what's going on in Australia with childcare right now, this scene just adds to the fucked upness. So the billionaires or the guests have, one of them bets on 222, realizing it's jump rope, goes, I'm a fucking idiot. And they go, well, what about the kid? Let's put bets on the kid. Let's say the kid gets across. That can be his one. The kid then joins the games. Welcome player 489. It's not actually its number, but the kid joins the games. That's fucked. They're putting money on a child to live or die. I want to preface this again. There is money on a child that lives or dies. I can't tell if that's great writing or just fucked up. But they don't tell, what they don't do is they don't tell the other contestants yet. The other players, I should say. So they get on, they go to do the jump rope. He goes, I'll run across. He goes, we'll leave the baby here and then we'll come back. The guy, one of the workers goes, no, that's a player. And he goes, what? He genuinely goes what we all thought. What? Fucking what? So he then goes across first. Druggy boy says to Thanos friend, hey, I have your da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Go fucking fetch. Throws it across to get him to run across first. He gets knocked out. Let the games fucking begin. They do this weird camera thing though. And I shouldn't go into camera work because I've seen what my fucking thing looks like. But yeah, it's really fucking weird. But it's really, it's like the Hangover Part 3, you know, when they do that GoPro and front shit. It's weird. It wasn't for me, it made me a bit nauseous, but I still watched it in the end and really enjoyed the different things they were doing with it. 456 gets across, and then someone else jumps across as well. The ending of this episode ends with everyone else walking across. He goes, Lay. The other guy goes, by the way, across, hey, I'm going to give you a hand, and then shoves him off. Turns to 456 and goes, we're going to win this. And that's how the episode ends. That has got to be some brilliant cliffhanger shit. And then episode 4 opens with that same player pushing people off. Then 456 goes, hey, I'll push you off if you don't stop fucking around. They then keep fucking around. No one helps him, by the way. Like, they get a couple people across, and then 96 comes on and starts beating up 456 again. All those people that made it across are watching the guy that helped you not do anything. Shut the fuck up. That is just, this man helped you. Like, I get it's all for one for all, but this man helped you get across, helped you through multiple games, and you're gonna watch him. Just, Anyway, 456's plan is to keep going across, but he doesn't. I've just got a note here that says, dude justifies killing. Oh, so the baby daddy and baby mama are sitting there talking like, hey, let me help you, that's my kid, let's help each other. She goes, I don't want to be with you, you killed my friend. And he goes, I had no choice, I didn't know who she was. He's trying to justify life for life. In this game, that's nothing fucking new at this point, but it is what it is. She's mad, she would rather die than spend another minute with him. He then gets across, realizing he needs to get across first, so 456 can get across as well. They run out of time with a minute left. 456 cannot get across back there and back within a minute with her. She realizes this and goes, hey, look after my kid, do your best, this isn't for me, and then ends her fucking life. Ends her life. They then get to the next part. There's like 8 people left. And they all realize this. And they're doing the math in their head, like, oh yeah, there's 8 people left. There's this shady group, and then some fucked up guys. They all realize, hey, we're in this together, but let's just leave. But they were under the assumption that the baby is not a player. The guests then turn around and say, hey, let's make the baby a player. This will make it interesting. And it made it interesting for his gambling as well. Like, if we make this a real baby, it'll be funnier. Ha 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 ha. The baby is now a player. Which means 222's death meant fuck all. The money actually doesn't go into the pool at all. Which, to management, to the big bosses, he goes, this will make the game interesting and they will vote to continue. They're unsure, but go along with it. Because all he's done so far has made the game very interesting. He's let them play. He's let a new guy in. He's now got babies and a family dynamic, which is what these people are feeding off. Once they do a player count, and once the players realize, hey, wait a minute, we're 7.6 billion short. What the fuck? They announce, hey, 222 is still alive. It's the kid. 456 holding the kid. The bloodlust begins. They start then wanting to kill a baby. They keep calling it a thing. They keep going, we're going to kill it. It doesn't need the money. We're killing it. It's going to die. Guns go firing and the workers go, hey, you can't fucking kill the kid because no more player killing. I want to preface this. No more player killing will be happening outside of the games. Okay? Anyway, there's a subplot going on between I'll briefly address this. There's the other two subplots I'll get to in the end because I can wrap them up in like 5 fucking minutes. Anyway, there's a second boat. I don't know where I was going with that. Oh, they do that thing at the end. So if you remember at season 1, they do the fine dining with, there was 3 of them left. There's 8 of them now, which was still pretty cool, I found. So this whole fine dining thing, and in my head, I'm like the whole time, I mean, what are they going to do for the baby? So they get like the premium formula. Yeah, they do. They put the baby in this nice, cute bassinet, cute little dress, and they give it like premium. One of the Squid workers still dressed up in Squid uniform, feeding this kid. I thought that was the most adorable fucking scene in like the whole series. Like, they dress the kid up, this cute little bassinet. It's got a little water heater platform so it gets the right temperature. 3 Michelin-star formula this thing is eating. And they're all sitting there celebrating. Like, yeah, we made it, woohoo. And then the workers give the example of what the next game is. They go, hey, the next game, you just need to pick 3 people or more to die to win. That's all you need to do. And they go, what do you mean? You guys, wait, pick 3 people to die and you win the games. The games are over, you win. You just got to pick 3 people. That's all we're going to give you for a hint. This seemed to be the most confusing fucking concept to these people. Yeah. So some of them are lobotom. They must be like the lobotomites. Because I understood when the Squid guy went, pick 3 people, you win. Minimum 3, you win. They kept asking questions. Oh, so we need to kill 3 people. That is correct. So if we just kill 3 people, we win. That is correct. So just 3. That is correct. It was that scene from The Simpsons when he's sitting there. You may ask 3 questions of me. Are you really the leader? Yes. Do you really want to know the quickie muts? Yes. Really? Yes. That concludes all your questions. That's what it was. That is the equivalent of that writing was, so just 3. That is correct. So you're telling me we just need to kill 3 people to win, minimum? That is correct. If we kill more, do we still win? That is correct. Can you tell us more? No. And they all vote yes anyway. 2 voted no, and the baby didn't have a vote. Which I would have thought, I really want the baby just to walk up and just go, and just hit a button. I would have thought that would have been like the cutest shit ever. But they didn't go with that. Missed opportunity, but it's a baby. Anyway, 4-5, they all go to bed, and 456 gets woken up by one of the managers and says, hey, the boss wants to see you. The boss offers him a plea deal. He says, take the knife, kill them all, and you and the baby can walk the fuck out of here. I'll let you walk. Just kill all these men. He then reveals himself to who he is because 456 didn't know who he was. He reveals himself and goes, I will kill you. He goes, do it. But they will choose someone else. Who the fuck is they? I thought he was the grand leader. But apparently there's a bigger fucking phenomenon that they're touching on. They say, and I still can't tell if it's a meme or not, this Netflix, the Squid Game World, Squid Game US. I hope it is. I hope it's not because I want to see how much further this rabbit hole goes, but I know it'll be a separate story. either way, he doesn't kill and explains, just kill them all. And then hard cuts to the new boss man talking to number one in season 1, him offering the same deal, which we have to assume is his way. He found a new apprentice. The boss man was training him up to be the next one in the Squid, breaking his mind down little by little to make him see that people they're just commodities. Humans are. Anyway, he chooses. It also changes the rules. Like, they changed the rules for him, and it's never brought up, but I can't tell if the billionaires liked it or not. It's never brought up again. The knife is there, and it comes up in the next episode, and I'll touch on that, but it's never brought up again. And it's really fucking weird. It does give Blade of Woe vibes from Elder Scrolls. I'll give it that. It looks cool. Anyway, he doesn't go through with it and hides the blade. Anyway, the next episode, and is they start the games, the final games, and of course, it's the one, the only, the Squid Game, but in the sky. Now, I'm going to go on a bit of a rant here. I do not know what Squid Game is, and even watching the first one again, I went straight to the last game in the first season. It's a skipping rope game. It's a skip, jump, kill, tackle game. Punch, whatever. Alright? What the fuck were they pulling here? It's not a Squid Game. It's push or die. That's the whole fucking game was... Alright, the whole rule of this next game is one person lives, one person dies. Pick one person to sacrifice, fuck them off within 15 minutes once you hit the button. Button comes up, you hit the button, you have 50 minutes to fuck someone off. Then you go to the next one, hit the button, fuck someone off, hit the button, fuck the last person off, you win. The whole idea was, okay, let's get rid of the rest of the gang let's get rid of 4, 5, 6, the baby, and the drug addict. Baby daddy is with this group and goes, no, let's get rid of the drug addict first, because we can get rid of him, we got more time to plan for 4, 5, 6 and the baby. They all go, yes, good idea. They push the drug addict off, and he has this premonition of, I can see that girl I had a crush on, and I can see why. Whew. She's a Korean emo baddie. Dang. Purple hair and shit got me all fucked up. Anyway, I can see why he was fucked up on it. He was simping hard. He then just dies, which is cool beans. Anyway, they get to the next point. They realize they can't push him off. Yeah. So they team up to go, I'll push him. They get the weakest one of their little group to go push him. 4, 5, 6 has not said a fucking word this whole episode, or even much in the previous one. Finally says something and goes, what if they push you next? And he goes, oh damn, wait, no, I can't push him. What if he's... And then the camera pans, and it's them going, so we push him off, and he turns around and goes, huh? You're not going to push me off? And they go, no, we like you. Now kill him. But Baby Day then comes up with a plan, let's tie all our suits together and go to push him. The guy is not pleading, he's 4, 5, 6 not pleading, he's not moving. He then just goes, the guy grabs the post, turns around, pushes dipshit off, turns to 4, 5, 6, goes, that's my kid. And everyone goes, oh no, who saw that coming? What the fuck? Even the billionaires were like excited. Like, oh, it feels like we're watching a family drama now. Oh damn, this shit is cool. Let's get on it. And I'm all for this. Now the games are intense. We're in panel 2. Still, the 10 minutes left on the clock. They then realize, well, we can't just sacrifice you. And oh shit. They then plan to go with strips, but that doesn't work. So they plan something else, doesn't work. So they end up just beating the shit out of some guy. And they went, we have idea. We beat this motherfucker half to death and use him as a lunchbox. That is my favorite fucking term, and I plan to use that for any sort of gaming thing ever. Oh, I got a wounded lunchbox here. I'm carrying the lunchbox. Whenever I see a dead NPC, that is the only thing. Ha! Lunchbox. That is the greatest. We need to coin this term for a half-dead body. Welcome to the lunchbox. That is the funniest shit ever. Anyway, they realize, oh, we'll just take the lunchbox with us. Ha 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 ha. And they go, no, we're not taking it. That's fucked up. 456 says, that's fucked up. We're not doing that. That's weird. And just, yeah, it's weird, but it's still a strategy to win. He don't want any bar of it. So he goes, fuck that. Let's just draw strips again. They kill everyone else. So it's just Baby Daddy 456 kill everyone else. So it's just the lunchbox, him, the baby, and the baby daddy. And they go, all right, what do we do? They look at lunchbox and he goes, nah, I ain't the fucking lunchbox. Game ends himself and goes, they both look at each other and go, oh, fuck, what do we do now? And then just go, fuck it. Time runs out. They got 5 minutes to get to the next platform, otherwise the game's over and they all just die anyway. So it means nothing. Baby Daddy goes, give me the kid. 456 goes, you do realize you take that kid, either you die or the baby dies. It then dawns on him that, oh shit, this motherfucker is going to kill his own kid just to win. 456 ain't having that. So he gives the kid over anyway, turns around, grabs the knife, jumps across, and this all-out battle begins. Now, the whole time I'm watching this, they don't hit the fucking button. So I'm sitting there going, press the fucking button. They look at the button, but don't press the fucking button. It was so infuriating watching. It's like watching a horror movie, knowing very well they're going to die. It's like, bitch, you're going to die. Don't go through the door. Don't go through the door. What are you doing? Just get the fuck out of the house. And they never get out of the fucking house, but they go, we have to explore and switch your friends. Fuck that. Get the fuck out. Call the police. And they don't press the button. So I'm sitting there the whole time. Press the fucking button. Press the fucking button. They never press the fucking button. It ends with them toppling over, barely hanging on the ledge. 456 holding on because he has main character syndrome and main character immunity. Baby Daddy hangs on to a stretch coat, and so he's not going to make it. Stretch coat breaks, he dies, they get back up. He gets back up, 456 looks at the button and goes, oh, fuck. Now, I can't tell if he died deliberately or not. But he hits the button, looks at the glass panel, and just stares and stares. They're all going, oh my god, what's he doing? Why doesn't he just kill our baby? Or what's he doing? What's he doing? And he goes, well, one of the billionaires makes a point. Oh, goodbyes are tough, you know. Goodbyes are tough. They're sitting there looking. He looks at the screen, puts the baby down, and says his final words. Listen, we are not horses. We are humans. And humans are... And James ends himself. A lot of people are upset, I've seen. Why did he have to die? Why did he die? Why do you think? He died knowing very well nothing will change. Nothing is going to change. The cycle would repeat. He would win just to go back and back and back and live in misery, knowing all of the horrible things he's done. Fuck that. He chose admittedly, coward's way out, but he chose the way, left the baby alive, so player 222 wins. And that's the end of Squid Game. Oh, I wish I was joking. The kid won. The baby won. That's pretty much the end. I'll get into the bits that I didn't really touch on that literally go fucking nowhere, and it upsets me that it went wait. The whole detective angle goes literally nowhere. The detective finds someone, he's like, okay, I gotta get to the island. He spends half the fucking season trying to find the island. In the last episode, finally finds the fucking island. And I'll explain how he found the fucking island. It still doesn't make sense. Found the island, gets to the island. They realize, oh shit, he's coming to the island. They go to blow up the fucking island. He finds his brother, the leader, sitting there holding the baby and goes, hey, what? Why did you save me? Why are you doing this? The brother then just leaves. And he goes, well, fuck this. They just goes, fuck this, I've got to get out. The island's going to fucking blow. And that's it. Island blows up. How they found the island was this other subplot of a woman that happens to be somehow emotionally attached to this child, man, baby thing. And I can't remember from season 2. But she used to work in an amusement park with him. Maybe he has a crush, maybe his dad. I can't remember. But finds him, saves his life, gets him off the island because he's a player. Then he gets on a boat. Hey, one of the other guys goes, hey, turn around or I'll kill his family. They turn around to the boat, go, she goes back on, he fucks off, gets shot down and chased by the other workers. The cop detective finds him, shoots the other guys, goes, "Where's the island?" "Over there." "Cool." That's the end of that saga. This whole show ends with them essentially going, "Oh yeah, happy endings. Baby 222, yeah, he goes to the detective. 456, yeah, all his shit and the remainder of his money, yeah, goes to the daughter." How the money went to the daughter was essentially the boss man went to the house, found all the money, put it in an account, gave him to the daughter, along with his dead clothes. His bloodstained clothes went to the daughter. You know how fucked up that is? The other guys buy the hotel. The other guys and the detective buy into a hotel. And Baby Juju, because she won, she has all the money, and the money goes to the detective. And that's seriously how it ends. And then it also ends with the boss man driving past in America, seeing someone else do the games. Do the card switch. I think it's I can't remember her name. Hey, let me just look it up. Squid Game Season 3 ending guest. What's her name? I was right. It's Kate Blanchett. Kate Blanchett is saying that she's the new rounder. She rounds up all the contestants. She's doing that fucking card flip game. She sees the boss man and goes, "Yes, I know who you are." They nod, and that's how it fucking ends. It doesn't make any sense. There's no payoff. It's what frustrates me. I knew this show was going to end shit, but I didn't think it would end with no payoff. I expected a shitty ending like this, but at least with a fucking payoff. I know this was a long way to say, but there's no fucking payoff, and I've got to explain why there's no payoff. There really isn't. No one won. No, everyone loses. The boss man lost the island, so he has to come up with the island, but that's fine enough. The man, he got the daughter, she's okay, they made the money, sure. The kid from the first one finds his mum again, and then the girl who saved the guy in the game, she goes to find her siblings somewhere. All the best. It's just one big happy ending, but nothing was answered. Why is he there was never answered. They do this weird sub thing too when one of the workers, the trader workers, going through Boss Man's area, and there's a mannequin of the old man 001. Why is that there? But it's there. It's fucking weird. It's weird. But nothing is answered. Why is he there? Do the games continue?
Yep.
What happened with the detective? We know he lost his job. They explained he lost his job, but it just doesn't make any fucking sense. What I'm saying in this 53-minute long podcast is it doesn't make any sense. That's why I think the show is mid. It was really good. It started really well, going really well. Up until the last two episodes, where it just made no fucking sense. It was rushed. And I know it was rushed because it took them 9 months to... it came out like 6-7 months later. It was rushed to shit. So I'm just going to pause it so I can find my next subjects. Yeah, so... we're back. Squid Game, mid. It's mid because it started out really good in the first few episodes, and then the last two were just like, what the fuck? Felt rushed. Not good. And I did check my notes. I did have two things I want to talk about. I want to... Fuck you. The camera fell in my excitement. Two things I want to talk about. I'm really excited about to talk about. I read something about consent wanking. And it's really weird thought I had in my head the other day. How weird would it be if you had to ask consent to have a wank? And what I mean is, like, you sit there and you just, like, you bet rub one out and you've got to, like, privately message the porn star or publicly tweet it. Just sit there and go, imagine I'm about to have a wank over your porn. Is that okay? And they have to send you like a digital code to like have a wank to watch that porn. That would just be so weird. Pirating porn would be a whole new level. I was just thinking about how funny that would be. Like a bunch of porn stars, like 24/7, just getting a message, can't sleep. Could you imagine trying to have a wank, right? And, you know, it's 2 a.m. You can't sleep. You think, oh, clearly well by now, I'll be asleep. And then, like, they can't reply because your 2 a.m. is, like, in the middle of the day for them. So they can reply, but imagine if it was the other way around. Middle of the day, you're bored, like, have a quick wank and have a nap. You can't because it's like 2 a.m. in America. Come on, you're sitting here, come on, I want to watch your porn. But you got to find, like, locally. Oh, I just realized how fun that would be. Locally sourced porn, like it's farm. Yeah, we got organic porn. This one's out in the field. Bunch of farmers, but they're just pimps. Pimp farmers. There's a bunch of pimps with cowboy hats. Come on, girl. Get back in the game, girl. Oh, haul ass. Instead of hauling cattle, it's hauling whores. Hauling whores. I just had a weird thought about consent wank. Let me know your thoughts on that. But it's like, but OnlyFans is kind of like that. It's a consent wank, but it's just paid. You're paying for the privilege. Because you can't screenshot it because it's a federal offense and some of that shit, like copyright laws and any of that shit. So it's like, yeah, well, you got me there. There, I just thought about that. And the other thought that came to my mind the other day, I was thinking about it when I was driving home. And I remember Eagle Boys, all my Australians. Remember Eagle Boys? No? I do. Cheap Tuesdays were fucking fantastic. What happened to Eagle Boys? I remember they went out of business and something about profiting wasn't right. Bring back... I know we can't bring it back. But everywhere else is like Domino's, Pizza Hut. You know, Eagle Boys was special. That Cheap Tuesdays, it was just pizza. And they were pretty good pizzas. They were thick, good pizza. I know the one we had in our town, it was thick, good pizzas. Yeah. And Domino's is just... No, they're not even Domino's Pizza anymore. There's fucking Domino's. They sell everything. It's weird. This dystopian place. Even Pizza Hut, you think about that now, it's fucking weird because it used to be the place to go. They had the all-you-can-eat Pizza Huts. I think there's only like a handful left in the Australian country now. One of them is in fucking Gympie. So that's weird in itself. Gympie is like a small rural town outside of Brisbane, and yet it's got a fucking all-you-can-eat Domino's. And every time I drive to Brisbane, I'm like, can we stop to Gympie? I want to go to Gympie. But I was like, no, we're not stopping to Gympie. But we have to stop to Gympie because Phil and I've never used the Gympie bypass, and that genuinely upsets me. Anyone in Queensland that's used that Gympie bypass, I'm envious of you. I love that. I want to try the Gympie bypass. But I also want Pizza Hut fucking shit. So, work that out. The other thing, I had another couple of things out, but I think I'll save them for the next one because we are dragging on. This will be the longest podcast, and it was just a hour's rant on Squid Game and a bit on jacking off. So welcome to the Tops, where we talk about topical subjects like Squid Game and wanks. That's right. We have it all here. We have consent wanks and Squid Games. Let's fucking go. Thank you for tuning into this episode of Squid Games. Don't forget to check out my live streams. Check it out here. They have my live streams on Twitch. I have fun. We are currently playing Atomic Hearts. Here's a highlight video here. Really fun. I'm really enjoying the game. I'm trying to stream it. I'm holding out, playing it without streaming it because, oh man, it's so much fun. I'm currently playing Star Wars at the moment. I'm having fun with that. Check that shit out. If you haven't played the Star Wars Last Jedi, whatever the fuck it is, I do have it here. Fallen Order. Fucking play it. Genuinely really fun. I was playing open world games there. And I know in itself that game is open world to some degree, but genuinely fun. I'm really enjoying it. It's that perfect level of difficulty and timing. I'm not going to say the fucking line because I know that's what a lot of people say. If you know the line, fucking that's it, but I'm not saying it. but genuinely enjoy Atomic Heart. So this was filmed on Friday, so I'll be playing it tonight as well. I won't have this up till tomorrow, but catch it on the Saturday stream. I'll be playing Saturday and possibly on Sunday. Check it out. I do stream a lot on weekends, Australians now, usually at night. I don't know, add notifications. And follow me on Twitter. You will get updates on when I stream. And sorry about my comments. You'll see my replies to things. I'm bored a lot. And I just like tweeting at OnlyFans whore bottles, hey, check out my video. Or insulting them playfully because I'm bored. But here's the way. It's also got my Twitter account shut down a couple times because I think it's a bot. Anyway, enjoy highlights from Atomic Hearts. Enjoy my streams. Check out the last 2 episodes of The Tops. I really recommend them. First one, don't. But the second one, genuinely check it out. I think that the second one was actually really good. I think this one's pretty good too, even though it's just about Squid Game. Hopefully I'll have some more better topics and not just the same shit. Sorry for the longest episode of The Tops yet. Oh, don't forget to check out the shorts. I'm really enjoying punching them out. Oh, one quick one. I'll upload this as a short as well. Clip that. Let me know your shift work nightmares. I want to know what shady shit you've done on shift work. Let me know. And, see you in the next one. Bye!